What's up, guys? Welcome back to Trevor Bucky Spearfishing. If you want to get straight to the shark parts, go ahead and skip to 4 minutes. But I'm still going to leave beforehand because I like to keep it at dive log in order. Bang. Nice little sheephead to get started. I am out here with my friend Zach from the last Calico video. We're really hoping to come across some yellowtail. We're still going for the usual. Anything that's good to eat in legal size.
Got a little sheep.
On my way down for this drop, I noticed a school or something swimming above me, so I turn around, try to look for that, and turns out they're bonito again. Now, watching this bag, I definitely should have shot at one of the first ones I saw, because the second half of that school did not let me get as close, so we missed that guy. Here we see a little male sheephead, or becoming a male sheephead, if you know how that works. He was doing pretty good at keeping his distance. Makeable shot there, but did not land it. I was seeing a lot of bait fish, so kind of had my hopes up for maybe coming across a yellowtail. I've heard that's the best way to try and find a yellowtail is get yourself around bait fish, and you just might get lucky and have one come by. So I stayed out deeper than I normally have success with the calicos and the sheep, hoping to see one, and felt fine about staying out there because I was seeing bait fish for probably a good hour swimming around out there. Did come across another school of bonito, and same case as last time. Probably should have shot at the first few I saw, because second half of the school I'm shooting from further than I would like to be. But the school hunting is kind of new to me. You know, I've only came across a couple schools of bonito, and it's very different than seeing one fish and going after it. So we'll be practicing that. But see a nice calico here. Bang. This guy was tricky. Really got himself wrapped up in the kelp. I was on the end of my breath hold as is, so I went straight up. Ended up having to let go of my gun. I was just hoping he did not rip off. I had to breathe up before I went back down to check out the situation. Follow my line down, and excited to see the calico was on there. But with the surge and everything, it was pretty tricky grabbing my spear and getting back up. Didn't want to have to try to just rip through a bunch of kelp. So I decided to let go again and make sure I properly breathe up, give it another go. Much more important to be safe, and it was a tricky situation. I did swim down and grab him. Fortunately, my camera is angled a little high, so you don't get a good look at the fish. But it's a good sized calico. Get a little bit better of a look here. Nice shot through the gill plate. Here's when things get a little crazy. Fortunately, I have to explain because I did not have the initial part of this encounter recording. I can't record 24/7 while I'm out there, or my camera will die after about an hour. So I normally only record before I'm going to take a drop. But this shark here came up to my side of my stringer, very close to me. So I poked it with the end of my spear, like I have in the past. And instead of swimming away, he swam directly below me and then came straight back up at me, swimming from right below me. And I could tell this was not a normal situation where they swim away. The thing was swimming straight at me from the bottom, And as it approaches, I go to poke it again in the nose, and it opened its mouth. So the end of my spear is in this thing's mouth. When I pull back the gun, the flopper engages, and he starts shaking. So he basically rips the gun out of my hands, and I wasn't about to fight to hold on to it. So I just let go. That's when I was able to start this clip you're seeing. So I breathe up and then go down in hopes to get my gun and see what the hell is happening. As I get down here, I see the spear's bent and a shark is completely wrapped up in my line, which I was trying to understand how that happened, but I grab my gun and swim back up because my breath holds are not good right now. I'm a little shaken up on what the hell is happening. I get back up to the surface, and I got the shark on the end of my spear, and I'm trying to think what I should do. One thing I want to point out that I realized afterwards is this shark bent my spear so much that he broke off the end that holds it in to the gun and essentially shot himself. So you can see there, and I want it to be clear, I did not shoot the shark. Although some people I've talked to have informed me you can hunt 7-gill sharks, but I have no means of cooking up that much shark, or how you cook up sharks, so that's wasn't in my plans.
I poke it as it opened its mouth. Then my flopper opened up in his mouth. He started spinning around.
But this clip from when I have the shark on my spear till the end is about 14 minutes.
Holy shit, dude, I think I gotta cut
so
my
I'm gonna
line.
trim up some of these parts here. If you think I should post the entire thing or want to see the entire thing unedited, I can do that. So someone just let me know. But I'm gonna just show the parts where I dive down and show what I end up doing with this situation. So this is the next time I drop down to look at it. I was thinking, okay, I need to cut my line, but then I'm also thinking, if I cut my line while he's all wrapped up, I'd probably die. So I was thinking maybe I could get it unwrapped.
On everything I love, I didn't even shoot at it, bro.
I was able to get some unraveled just from kind of pulling on them. And here's the next drop. He's not looking well. So at this point, I'm actually questioning if I should just pull him all the way in. Like, I don't really know what I would do after that, but kind of thought he was going to die either way. And I wanted at least my spear tip back, because those are like 40-50 bucks. Although the spear itself is definitely bent and ruined. Another thing I wanted to mention is the line on my spear gun. It's about 25 feet. So I asked him to triple wrap it at the shop. That's why it's kind of long.
Alright, bro. I feel like that shark's gonna die. My only question now is, like, do I try to drag this shark to shore and say, fuck it? Like, he might be able to get the spear out and survive. And I'm going with my Calico, man. Shark fin soup is not on today's bingo card. So the plan is I cut the line and then I try to get my spear tip at least and screw that shit off.
So I got the line cut. I'm just trying to follow the end that I cut off. And get a look at this guy. Turn there kind of scared me. But I noticed, oh, the spear is back here. So say goodbye to him. Hopefully He's doing well. And grab my spear and head back up.
Holy shit, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hey man, all we lost, we didn't lose the gun. We lost some mono and a spear we just bought, but I got my tip, this screws off. Make sure he's not pulling back up, hold on. Holy shit. Well, dive cut short, but I mean, that's some footage for the YouTube, I guess. Fuck. 100% I didn't shoot him, bro. Look at this.
Before I realized I had the shark basically shooting itself on video, you can see there where he snapped the last little half inch of the spear that goes into the trigger mechanism.
What the fuck, man? That was hectic. Fishies secured though. Oh, bag secured still.